Greetings, listener. Please enjoy the unintelligible ramblings of your favorite dynamic trio, Arva, Ferra, and Westy, as they expect me to rap for an intro, but I won't. Welcome to The Unintelligibles.
Hi, hey everyone, welcome in to The Unintelligibles. I'm your host for this week, Arva, the freshly dog boy redebuted bitch. You might see me still as pink. I need to get better. I need to update my PNGs, whoopsies. But are you all doing good? Welcome in. Happy weekend. I'm joined here with my lovely co-hosts, Westy and Ferra.
Hello.
You say weekend, but this is gonna come out on Monday.
Well,
Sunday night,
sucks
technically.
to suck, baby.
It's somebody's weekend.
It's a weekend for me and us, and if it's not for you, then, well,
Sucks.
get better.
Get good.
And this week, I'm actually still thinking of my topic, but Westy will share a white people taco little story.
White people taco little story, exactly.
It was his
little
turn
silly
to
story.
be late today, so
Yep.
So he comes with the story, yeah.
For those of you keeping track, one person is late every week. This week it was me. We alternate.
It's the tradition. Yeah.
So,
Keeps everything on our toes. It keeps it fresh.
exactly. So, if you don't know White People Taco Night, it's like a joke song, and it's literally making fun of, you know, hey, we're having taco night, and it's literally just store-bought shells, store-bought meat, store-bought cheese, and then people put like a little hot sauce on the taco, like, oh, I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. That level of taco night where nothing happens. Like fucking pace mild is spicy salsa. So that's White People Taco Night. I did not really know what was happening. I got woken up. Like, come on, we're gonna go have tacos. I'm like, what? It's like, we're gonna go have tacos. Like, well, I got a podcast. Gotta. It's like, no, you'll be back before then. It's fine. I'm like, oh, okay. So I get up, get dressed. The funny thing is when I woke up, Adrian went to the next room, which is her brother's room, banged on the door. It's like, hey, wake up, we're gonna have tacos. And all I hear is a muffled, but I'm topless. And just as I'm dying laughing, like, get dressed, you fucking loser. We have to get up, get dressed, load in the car, drive over to her parents' house, because they're like, oh yeah, tacos are done, just come, make them and hang out for like, an hour. And I'm like, okay, it's around 4 o'clock, 4:30, that's fine. We get there, nothing's done. Nothing is done. I'm just like, yeah, so I gotta like
those
leave.
are ready in an hour.
Basically, so I'm like, hey, I got a thing to do from like 6 to 7. So after this, I'm being dragged back over there. Like Georgie into the storm drain. But as that's happening, it's really funny because it is Adrian, her brother, her cousin, her grandmother, and her parents, and one aunt, and me. So I'm a little bit the odd one out here. They don't really know me because I'm very antisocial. And they're trying to like talk, get to know me, da-da-da. Her brother gets up. Well, during all that, I'll preface this a bit. Grandmother is like 80, 90 years old, kind of old, And so every time someone starts to cuss, Adrian's mom come up and be like, shh, watch your language. That level of...
Oh, God.
Like when she's not there, they all cuss like as much as I do. It's great. But when grandma's there, it's like, watch your language. Grandma's here. It's like, okay. I'll be good. I'll behave. So Adrian's brother gets up and starts shimmying around people. And there's like a tiny little TV tray that's holding a like a Scentsy burner for just the oil and 2 potted plants. Well, he knocks one of the plants over. The thing doesn't break. It knocks a little dirt out. And from the kitchen, I hear, what did you do? Shuffle, shuffle. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. God fucking damn it. What the fuck? And she's just shuffling forward. And he picks up like, it's fine. It's just like, I knocked it over. It's fucking dead. God fucking damn it. I will She actually said, I brought you into this world. I'll take you the fuck out. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Susie. Grandma's here. And everyone's just like, it's gonna be fine. You're like, no, it's fucking dead. And she gets like a broom and looks like she's about to hit him with the broom. Like, wow, this really does feel like home, huh? Neat. So she goes over, sweeps up the dirt, puts the dirt back in the pot, and they like move it to where you can't knock him over as easily. She's like, it won't work like this. It can't stay like this. And she's like, no, just leave it like this when you have guests over, and then move back wherever the hell you want. And she kind of like, fuck. And he looks around like, it's fine. And she shuffles back into the kitchen. That was the funniest, like, middle-class white people outburst I've ever seen. You knocked over a potted plant. You spilled, I want to say, like 1 scoop of dirt on the floor. And just from the kitchen, I will take you out of this fucking world. Like, oh my god. That. And then we had tacos. Tacos were good.
Oh, I'm glad the tacos were good though.
That's good.
Homemade. Like, it was actually like homemade everything. They don't do like full white people taco night, which I'm happy about. Like hand shred the cheese, like from an actual block of cheese. The tostadas were like made there from scratch. The only thing that was store bought was the they had like taquitos, which they just bought and threw in the oven just in case somebody wanted a taquito.
Yummy.
And I'm like, all right, everything else is amazing. This is great. But the drama over a potted plant getting knocked over and watching this man's mother about to beat him with a broom before dinner. She didn't, but man, did she look like she wanted to. Poor Jed.
Pretty
Wild.
eventful taco night.
Wild. Yeah, at least the tacos were good. That's the most important part.
They were.
After all that, I'd hope the tacos were good. I'd be like, please, my blood pressure has rise so much in this dinner. I need at least good tacos.
I was laughing so fucking hard. Like, it's a taco. It's fine.
It's not fine. You don't understand.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to convey to us, actually.
You don't understand. It's not fine. Wow.
It's fucking dead. Like, Susie, Grandma's
Calm
here.
down. Yeah, the grandma
What's
just
your
like
language?
Grandma was
Screw
sitting there
my
like,
life.
it's okay, it's okay, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, it's okay, it's gonna live. And then she called me like every other name of every member of her family but my name.
Oh yeah, that happens frequently at my family dinners. They go down the list of animals sometimes too. I'll be called the dog's names. I'm like,
Same.
okay, okay, I see how it is.
Yep, that's happened to me in my own family, so I can't really hold anything against it, you know?
It's true. It's just funny. It's just like I get called my dog's name, and I'm like, oh, I still responded to it. So what does that really say about me?
Well, you are a dog boy now, so
It's true. You see, the rebrand fits. I respond to dog names.
There you go.
Well, funny enough, that doesn't actually segue me into the topic that I want to bring up.
just
But I came up
pretend
with a
it
good one.
segues
Yeah, it
Here,
totally
we'll edit it
does.
into AFK, edit this into a segue.
it.
This week's topic, I think this will be a good one. This will give us another, like, I feel like equal footing for stories. It's not super crazy, but I want to know everyone's crazy experience in a video game, whether that's a good thing, a bad thing, a bug, a rare encounter, anything. It could literally be anything, just like a crazy experience in a game that you remember. It's like it's there. You can't forget it. It was either great, it ruined the game for you, you glitched it out and you had a good laugh. Something like that. I think that could be fun. Because I've had a few stories with that, because my luck with video games is abysmal.
Okay. I think I have a few of these.
Or I feel like we all have at least one or two with these.
Who starts?
I could start, and that gives you guys time to think about it just because it was sprung up.
Okay. It's sprung up every week. What? No one knows.
It's true. This one's a little more last minute though, but that's okay. I think we all got points, but I could start off with I think actually just recently happened to me. I have a few, but this one's probably the craziest because I didn't even know it happened until people in my chat were like, holy shit. It was I got a rare encounter, like a really rare encounter in Dark Souls 1. I don't think it was during my 12-hour run. I think it was during the next time I played it. I encountered an enemy that has like a 4.4%. I think it was a 0.4. It was either 4% or 0.4% spawn chance when
Ooh, that's pretty good.
a person in a different run died with high humanity.
Oh, the little crab thing.
Yeah, those things. I didn't know what it was. I just killed it. I was like, oh, an enemy, I'm gonna kill it. And everyone in my chat was like, holy shit. That was like a really rare spawn chance. I've never seen one of those in my playthrough. I've seen that like once in my thousands of hours in this game.
Yeah,
And I was just sitting there like, oh, la-di-da, it was so pretty, I killed it. And then everyone popped off and I was like, holy shit. I was like, really? My luck in video games is dog shit. And then they're all like, yeah, it's a really low spawn rate, like 4%. Once again, I think it was 4%.
It's about 4%,
like,
yeah.
Damn.
I saw it twice, but it was during the height of Dark Souls, like PvP. And I was just like, huh, that's neat.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you
It
really
wasn't like the
them
craziest
anymore.
thing ever, but when everyone was saying how rare it is to see one, I was like, what the hell? Me, of all people, seeing this? My luck is so duty. So that was really cool.
Somebody died in that area with like 50 humanity.
Yeah, somebody's like quit the game after that. Like that's not uninstall for me. That's fucked. So that was pretty cool because I never get to experience like rare things like that in games. My luck is very bad, unfortunately. So it was really cool to learn that I saw something rare, and it was on stream. So people, I could be like, I'm not lying. This actually happened. I have people who can vouch for me.
Check the clips. Check the clips. Check the clips.
Check the clips. Run it back. Roll it back.
I know exactly what enemy that was and what it takes to trigger that.
I had no idea, so it was cool. It was cool.
No fucking idea what this is. I've never played a Souls game.
You played Dark Souls 1.
I
helped you pick Pyromancer.
I did. That was.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
But there's no PvP in Dark Souls 1 because it's been broken for like a million years.
I mean, there is, just not good.
Yeah.
We all go to Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring now.
I was gonna say Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, my beloveds.
Yeah. So good.
I was crazy. I started off with Dark Souls 3 and then moved on to Dark Souls 1, which was probably a really bad idea. It was a really bad idea.
Yeah, you didn't have so much less quality of life.
Yeah, it was much more unforgiving. But that's okay. I got used to it eventually.
Okay. Ferra, do you want to go first or want me to go? Because I have a few, but
most of my stories are like I'm like really stupid. I so many times in video games I've gotten stuck, and it's not even the game's fault. It's just my fault because I just can't. I can't. Puzzle games are my worst enemy because I can't figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. There was this one time when I was playing Thief, the remake, which is not good, by the way. Don't play it. But I needed to get into a building, and it wasn't even like a puzzle. It was just like, go meet this guy in this building. And I showed up, and there's a bridge that needed to be put down. I couldn't get to the door, and I was like, oh, how do I put this bridge down? I spent, I think it was an hour trying to figure out how to get into this building. Like, I tried to jump down from above. I tried to jump from the side. I kept just like dying over and over and over again. And I was like, I'm not going to use a guide. I'm not going to use a guide because then chat's going to make fun of me, even though they were already making fun of me because literally I couldn't get in this door. It was right there too. It was right there. I'm like, how the fuck do I put this drawbridge down. Like, there's gotta be like a lever. And I looked everywhere. I'm like, how the fuck do I get in here? There's a rope, and I was like, do I jump from this rope? But I would kill me every time because it was too high up. And I'm like, fuck, guys, it's been like an hour. I have to look up a guide. I don't know how to do this. And I swear to God, it literally was like around the corner, there's a lever and you pull it and it puts the bridge down. And I was like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Listen,
it
though,
wasn't
streamer brain
even
is real.
hidden. It wasn't hidden at all. I was like, oh my God. Are you
Like, just
kidding
imagine
me?
the chat reaction.
I was
after
so
that one.
upset because it's not even like it was a puzzle. It was
Yeah, you're like,
being
this
a
puzzle's
fucking
so
idiot.
hard. I don't
Yeah.
do puzzle games.
You made it your own puzzle.
I made my own puzzle, my own brain. I managed to figure out there's one part of the game where you have to flip over staircases. And I figured that out faster than I figured out pulling a fucking lever to put a bridge down. I was so
Okay.
pissed.
Okay, you
I
just have
was
your
like,
priorities in different places.
oh my God, I was so upset.
That's so good.
That's beautiful.
It's the streamer brain, man.
That
Dude,
is
Especially
true.
puzzle games.
Where
You overthink everything.
I know, and you miss stuff too. Like, there's things right in front of you, and you don't see it, and your chat's like, "Oh my God, you're so
They're
blind."
like, bro, they don't see it. I'm like, what? I don't see what? And then I see it. I'm like, oh, that's so
Oh.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like the classic, like, you're looking for something in the fridge and you can't find it. And
Yeah,
you ask
you're
your
just
mom
crazy
to
over it.
come, and then your mom comes and it's like right in front of you, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Every time.
I want to curl up and just hide away after that. Don't look at me.
Well, as I'm sure everyone knows, I am very old, so I've actually seen a lot of rare things in video games. I'm trying to think of
Jealous.
one in particular. Like, when I say rare things, I mean, like, this is going to be a shout out for all my really old homies out there. Yo, if you played the original Baldur's Gate, like the OG one, there is a 0.01% chance that you'll be struck by lightning during a storm. I got struck by lightning during a storm. I thought that just what happens. Because it just randomizes a lightning strike across the whole map, basically, when it's raining.
Right.
And you are 1 pixel. So that lightning hit me and almost killed me at the start of the game. And I was like, oh, this fucking sucks. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Like that.
Yeah, that's my problem. If something rare happens and I just pass it off, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, how do I know it's rare? And then I think someone looked up and like, yo, that's like a 0.01% chance. I'm like, cool. Scurry, scurry.
Cool. It was a dickhead move.
Yep, like
Better stay rare.
But I think one of the best ones is when I played Sekiro. I know a lot of people didn't like Sekiro. I hated it at first, but I had the Dark Souls mindset. It's not a Dark Souls game. Sekiro is a rhythm game.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
It is pure rhythm. If you can beat that game blindfolded, it's a rhythm game because you're not dodging a boss pattern. You're literally hitting the beat. That's my takeaway there. But I beat Sekiro backwards is the best I could say. I don't know how I did it. I was in areas I was not supposed to be in because I managed to like get a jump just right and go through places. I wasn't trying to speedrun anything. I was just like going and exploring and being like, oh look, I can like jump off this wall. Where am I now? Oh fuck. Blight Town level 4. God damn it.
Oh no.
Yeah, fucking Blight Towns everywhere. Hate Blight Town. But
Blight Town sucks.
it was the greatest thing because there's like a veteran like Sekiro player came into chat. Like, oh, what ending are you going for? It's like, oh, there's different endings. I don't know. I'm doing this. And like, oh, cool. So how'd you like this fight? And I was like, I don't know. I haven't found him yet. Like, well, hang on. How'd you get here without fighting them? I don't know. The door was open. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's like, okay, the door was closed, but I went through it anyway. Like, what do you want from me? So I beat Sekiro backwards. I fought the bosses totally out of order. And I got the best ending of the game by falling ass backwards into it. just because I would randomly run up to a door and be like, I can get through this, and somehow squeeze through the corner like a little roach, slide under the door like paper, and no one knows how I did it. To this day, if you ask anyone who was there during the Sekiro playthrough on how I beat that game, they don't know.
I don't know.
I love that. Holy shit.
Like, how did you get the best ending if you didn't get this? Like, I don't know. Like, I did a thing and it was in my inventory.
It just happened.
Yeah, it really did. Like, there's a thing, it's like, if you fight one particular boss, then you have to go to a whole new area to get this item for this ending. No, I just kind of went through a doorway, killed an enemy, and then I went back and fought the boss backwards, and I had it.
Wild.
No one knows what the fuck happened.
So how was Westy's playthrough of Sekiro? God, he beat it. We don't know how.
We beat it. What did it get? The best one. Oh wow, it must have taken a lot of work. It's like, no, he just had every item for some reason. Like, we watched from beginning to end. We don't know how this happened. Like, I have the hoarder mentality. I'm like a veteran D&D and CRPG player, so I have an item. I go out of my way to hunt every item. But there's no explaining how I did this, because it's like a 14-step process for that ending, and I did 8 steps accidentally.
Damn. That's
Too
impressive.
good.
You're just too good.
Sure, we'll say good and not like I just bumbled around, be like, there's an item here. Like
It's
a
okay,
fucking
no one has to know.
hound.
You could just say you're a really, really good Sekiro player and be like, yeah, I beat it with like half of the required items. Got it. Best ending.
I
Did you
had
do that?
every item, I just didn't do it in order. Step 1, go fight this boss and then go to this lake. So I'm in this lake. Oh, how was the boss? I don't know, I haven't met him yet. How's the giant fish? I don't know. He went into the floor and stuck there now. Huh. Neat. And then swim away. I just shattered it. I shatter video games on accident.
Yeah, I seem to have that skill of just like accidentally breaking a lot of games when I'm not meaning to. That's why I beta test a lot of video games, because I just end up breaking them no matter what. So I'm like, hey, if I beta test your game, I'll probably find a lot of problems with it.
Fucking
Might as well
same.
do something with it.
All right, like I'll break it anyway, so I'll help you guys. I got you.
Have you ever been playing a game and there's like a mechanic? Not necessarily a puzzle, but there's like the vaguest of hints that you didn't catch, and it just results in an immediate game over.
Yes. Yeah. I can't remember exact examples, but I've definitely had that happen before. And I get really mad. But
Yeah.
then I can only get mad at myself.
Sometimes it's bullshit though. Like Until Dawn. Oh my god, it's so easy to die in that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny.
Like, I'm gonna lose it with that game.
It's really funny because mine was a Song of Horror, which is like Until Dawn inspired.
Right.
I love Song of Horror. That's, in my opinion, Until Dawn and Song of Horror are like the two best, but Song of Horror did like better mechanics. Because Until Dawn, when you're in the like explore phase, you're relatively safe until like a cutscene or a quick time event comes up.
Yeah.
Song of Horror, like random events will happen, like it'll be trying to, like an entity will be trying to break down a door and you have to go hold the door. Or like it'll try to freeze you, so if you stop moving, it's gonna like crawl to the floor and get you. So you have to be aware the whole time. And it gave me some really, really good jump scares. Like, actually, I was afraid because I was like, I'm gonna get scared of this. Like, turn a photo over. Oh, hey, okay, so that's the key there. Oh, writing on the back, turn it over. Now the photo is different and it's crawling out to get you.
Ugh.
And that's the worst.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
got
Like,
me
how are you
good.
supposed to know?
Well, that's the thing, because that's the mechanic. Now you gotta fucking run. But
Right.
the mechanic in that one that got me, and it wasn't really like a bug, but it felt like it was like you're on the top floor of a building, and you have to go out one window to climb up to the roof. And there's exactly one hint at the start of the game to tell you which window to go out of. And it's the stupidest
Oh.
bullshit, because I didn't know. I was just like, all right, I'm going out this window.
Yeah,
the
I would
second
have
I hit
no
the-
idea.
The second I hit the button, you see him like open the window, step out, and immediately fall screaming to his death. I'm like, and I remember like, you didn't even fucking check. That's more faith than I have in anything.
No, literally though, you didn't check.
Like, you don't open the window, look down, and be like, oh, that's dangerous. No, you just like
That's
fucking
so stupid.
I don't have that much faith in my fucking stairs. Like, what?
Yeah, I would not remembered that. Like, you're expecting way too much of me video game, especially in a spooky game where I'm like discombobulated and scared and shaking my little booties. I'm not gonna remember some little hint that's like I can't connect the pieces at the beginning of the game. I'm not gonna remember that. I'm gonna just jump out the window and expect the main character to look before jumping out the window.
Out of 4 windows, and it's after a scare, and your hint is literally
like I'm discombobulated. I can't do that.
And your hint is literally a blueprint of the house that you find at the beginning of the game. You have to remember the blueprints and layout of the house to remember that one window. Everything else is great. It's that one. The other parts further in the game. But out of like the entire game, there's only 2 parts I say are bullshit. And it's that one and a puzzle later on that's awful.
I literally will play a game 2 days in a row, and the second day I play it, I'm like, I don't remember how to play the game.
Literally,
Yeah.
I have to play them like back to back, and even then I still struggle. Everyone's like, don't you remember this? I'm like, no, I don't. I have to play games like in one sitting, otherwise I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I started
It's like a game.
I started Deus Ex 3 weeks ago, and I'm scared to go back because I don't remember anything I was doing. So I've just been playing Subnautica like fun. Please help.
I feel that's so hard. Yeah, when I go back to Dark Souls, I haven't played it in like 2 weeks now. I'm gonna be so fucked.
Yeah, it's like I have no idea what I was doing, but man, I don't remember dick.
Yeah, it's also like when you play a game that's very similar in mechanics back to back, but they're like different button layouts. So then you go to play another game and you end up pushing the wrong buttons because you think it's the other game. Oh, my little pea brain.
That is
Funny enough, that happened to me when I played Bayonetta and then I played Dark Souls. Because they're not like the same, obviously, but they have like similar kind of mechanics with the dodge and parry and obviously all the attacks, the heavy and light attacks, but they're all map different. So I would go to dodge like I did in Bayonetta and Dark Souls and then die to a boss and get really fucking mad because Dark Souls is aggravating. But I can only get mad at myself because I'm just an idiot and I've mixed up 2 games that aren't that similar, but to me are identical. Because I'm just an idiot.
I do that all the fucking time too.
Same with Nintendo. You play a Nintendo game and switch over to like something on a normal controller. And you're like, why are the buttons reversed?
Yeah, I hate
Why?
that shit.
It's so annoying.
Why
love
can't we
Nintendo,
just put A in the same spot on all controllers?
Well, right, because even PlayStation's in the same spot. That bitch got X's and O's and shit, but it's still in the same spot.
I have not played a Nintendo game since like 2002.
You saved yourself this pain then.
I
It's
was
such a pain in
poor.
the ass. Honestly, Nintendo's so fucking expensive. I want to buy all their games, but they're like all never on sale, and also
Oh my gosh,
all their
Nintendo.
products and all their games are like just unattainable. They're so fucking expensive.
Nintendo sponsor
literally
us.
doesn't know what a sale is.
Please. Yeah, right? Your games are like $80 fucking like 5 years later, and they're still not on sale. That's
The
insane.
best is when they re-release a game that came out on like the Wii or something for Switch, and they're like, it's $90, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. What? Like, bitch, I'm just gonna buy a Wii again and play it on the Wii.
It'd be cheaper.
to
It's
do it
cheaper.
that way.
I literally could buy a Wii for like $50.
Well, there goes the
That's
Nintendo
crazy.
sponsorship.
I mean, please sponsor me, Nintendo. I have all your products. I love you
I
so
don't want
much.
Nintendo to sponsor me. Do not sponsor me, Nintendo.
I only want it for the new Pikmin game.
Pikmin is good though. I like
That one
Pikmin.
does
I
look
want-
cute.
I want to play that really bad. Oh, here's a good segue for my next, because my first point for this conversation was very short, but my next one is a Nintendo thing. This was not on stream, and this was when I was younger. I never, ever in any Pokemon game, I played a bunch of them, and I've never encountered a shiny. And I was just waiting for that one day where I got a shiny Pokemon to show up, and I was so excited. I was waiting. I was like, it's gonna happen eventually. I've played enough Pokemon that it's like it's bound to happen. Sure enough, it did happen. But the Pokemon who was shiny was a fucking Graveler, which means he had self-destruct. Which means I got to land one hit on him, throw a Pokeball, and then the Pokeball failed, and he blew himself up. And that was the most devastating, soul-ripping
Oh.
experience ever. Because I was like, oh my god, I found a shiny. I was like running around to all my family. Oh, it's a shiny. Oh my god, it's my first shiny. I'm so excited. And then all of a sudden you just hear me like start wailing because he blew
Oh.
himself up. And everyone's like, what happened? Did you get the shiny? I was like, he blew himself up. He had self-destruct. It was the worst. The
Self-destruct
worst.
in the Pokemon games when they have that is either like the most petty of petties of like, nah. You think you got me? You ain't got nothing.
Yeah, right? I'm going on my own terms.
Yep. Or it's kind of like a fucking Chihuahua where it's like, the pH in this tap water's a little spicy. I think I'll die.
It's true, yeah. It's either your worst nightmare or you're just like, okay, you're dramatic. You're so
Yes.
drama. You just blew yourself up. What the heck?
It depends on the Pokemon. I feel like the bigger Pokemon are like, no, we're going out on my terms. They pull the pin a grenade. But you get like a shiny Bidoof and you're like, man,
Yeah, right. You're like, what the?
what do
I
I
was
do with
so
this?
sad. Shiny Bidoof. Yeah, I wouldn't catch it. I'd be like, sorry, you're on your own. You're on your own, baby. That's okay. After that,
Shiny
I
Shuckle,
started to
get
learn
outta
how to
here.
shiny hunt. Shiny Shuckle. What the? I wouldn't want that. No, I kind of. Yeah. What does shiny Shuckle even look like? Is it good?
Probably
Is
like a
it good
tentacle
shiny?
monster from a hentai.
Okay, yeah, that part's good. Oh, he turns
Way to
blue.
describe it.
You know what?
Aw.
Shiny Shuckle looks fine.
I was gonna say shiny Shuckle's a decent shiny. There's a lot of really ugly ones out there, unfortunately. Graveler was one of them that's like not the most impressive. He wasn't ugly, but it was very mediocre change. Like I think it just changes in hue slightly. I just knew because I saw the sparkles, and then I saw the explosion, and I was like, oh, okay. But that's okay. I've redeemed myself. I started getting into shiny hunting after that because I was like, I can't let that be the last time I ever get a shiny because I didn't even get it.
You know, I have not played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Crystal. That was my last one.
Damn.
I haven't played a Pokemon game. That's it.
Oh,
You've never played?
I've never played a Pokemon game.
I feel like you should give one of the older ones a chance. They're very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me. If I'm gonna play, I should start with one of the older ones.
I say Crystal was probably like the best because you had all the originals still. And you had the new ones. So you kind of have the familiar, you know, there's a lot in Crystal that kept going because everyone loved them.
Yeah.
And you have your familiar like Pikachu, Squirtle, all them. But
I know
also
people really like Crystal.
Crystal had like the best map layout, I think. Because in all the
I think
other
it also
ones,
had really good music too. That
Oh.
was one of the good generations for like bangers.
Hell yeah, it fucking was.
I know
Except
that
for the
Black
tower.
and White are held really high in regards to, which is funny because they're the ones that they're basically the only Pokemon game I really haven't played, and I really want to because I know people love the Black and White series so much.
Yeah,
They're the more modern spin on everything. That's when you start getting 3. I think that's like the 3 or 2.5D. I don't think it's quite 3D, but it's almost. I think it has some 2D sprites, but it's also 3-dimensional. It's weird. But the newer ones are they're okay, but they're really easy. Like
they're made for
Cakewalk.
kids.
They're made for kids. You
Yeah.
can tell. And which really sucks because I miss the challenges of grinding up to like fight a boss.
Don't
and then
they
beating
know
them.
it's the adults that are playing these games? How dare they?
Right? Like what kid's gonna be able to afford a $90 Pokemon game?
Here's the thing: it's the story-wise, it's made for kids. The adult gameplay is clearly like the little leagues and championships people set up.
Yes, it's true.
Like good old Professor Tiberius, watching him do like a Pokemon League, and I'm like, but that move doesn't do damage. What are you doing with that move? And then he's just like face palming, looking at me.
That's why I don't do that stuff. I literally build my Pokemon to only have moves that do damage.
Yes, that's all I did. 'Cause that's what you did back in the day, and it worked. It won the game.
Right, exactly. You just got good hitting moves that covered like a wide variety of grounds, and you're like, you got this.
Now you
This
gotta
is
like
very
strategize.
back in my day.
I'm old. I'm
I
old
was
and
just a
came from
little
white
Pokemon
people
kid.
taco night, damn it.
That doesn't say anything.
You didn't even know
But
what white
yeah.
people taco night was. If you haven't
I
heard
didn't
it,
know
Google
that.
the song. It's fucking funny.
I've never heard of this.
It's a funny song. Google it after this. Make it your ringtone for your flip phone. Got him old.
Flip phones. I miss the drama of flip phones. Here's a little shift off from that, the video game conversation. I miss flip phones. Slamming flip phones on people when you had to hang up on someone was the best feeling literally ever. If you're mad at someone, slamming that bitch shut as a hang up. Oh, I don't get that
Yeah.
anymore. I can slam my phone to the ground. I can, but I'm not gonna do that. And it won't hang up. People just hear my phone falling to the floor, and then it'll be like an abrupt hang up after I'm like, oh shit, I broke my phone. I miss it.
Yeah. Did you ever have the what were they called? The ones that like slid open to reveal?
Oh, sidekick?
Yes. I still have my old.
Or just the slide phones in general? Yeah, those
Yeah.
are cool.
Those
I
are
have
really
my
fun.
mom's.
I miss when phones were fun. They had so many cool gimmicks.
You have your mobs?
Yeah, she gave it to me because she didn't want it anymore, and I
Hell
still
yeah.
have it.
That was what mine was, a hand-me-down from, I think, my dad. He just gave me a flip phone that he used to have, and I was like, okay. I'll take it. Yeah, I miss old phones, man. They were so cool. There was the slides, there was the sidekick like flip up. There was like different colors. They were like all bright colors. There's cool concepts. I miss it. Technology was so fun, and now everything looks the same. I sound like such a boomer. I'm not even close to the fucking demographic of being a boomer. And here I am being like, I miss old phones. I miss when technology was fun.
Okay, boomer.
Sad. Be like, oh, PS2 is the best era of video games. Everyone's like, okay, boomer. I'm like, I promise I'm not old enough to be a boomer. I just like PlayStation 2. And GameCube. I mean, look at that. Technology was so fun back there. They had like a fucking suitcase console. This bitch had a handle on it. And it was like, it could come in bright purple. I miss that. What the heck? That was the coolest. And they had their tiny little CD discs.
Oh, the tiny little CDs.
Yeah, the little micro ones. They were so cool.
Yeah, they
They
were
were stupid and pointless, but they were so cool.
I enjoyed them because they were like adorable. The ones that were weird were like, it was a CD, but it was not like a circle shaped CD. It was like a little oblong. Like,
yeah.
every time I was like, what the fuck is that?
I'm like, this looks wrong. Is it like, is it melted?
I thought it was
warp?
broken.
Right?
On
know, I
topic,
miss it.
actually, did either of you ever handle a fucking Windows phone?
Oh, no.
I think once. Not mine, but like a friend. I was like, oh, it's a Windows phone. Let me I've wanted to see what one of these are all about.
So when iPhone was like really taking off, Windows had their own like touchscreen phone. And at the time, because I couldn't afford an iPhone at the time, I was like, God damn, that's so expensive. But I could afford a Windows phone. It's like, it's a touchscreen phone. Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of those. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. It even says same thing because that's how they get you. It does everything an iPhone can do. So it was the worst piece of shit because it had like Windows 8 on it where it had like the little tiles. You know?
Yeah.
And like it's like, but it has Windows Office built right in. It's like fucking I can download that to an Android. Like what?
Right.
And it was just overall such a shitty brick of a phone that didn't hold a charge. And the only thing good about it, and I can never find it anywhere, it had the best fucking phone games. Because there was one RPG, if you know what this Windows Phone RPG is, I can't find it and I want it. I will emulate it somewhere. I don't know what it's like. You make a party of 4, but there was like 14 classes to choose from to build them. It was like a fully fleshed out like Final Fantasy II level RPG. And it was so fun. And I played it all the time. And it had a very robust gambling system. And I want it.
I want it.
If anyone knows what that phone game is for Windows, I don't remember anything about it except you can make like a necromancer and a fighter and a barbarian and go through like that. Let me know. I need it.
Yeah, slip us the no. Send us a little sheet under the door.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Write it on a piece of paper. Put it in your mailbox. I will get it. Don't worry.
Man, I miss that. I had a old little Android phone in high school that I miss because I downloaded a Pokemon emulator on, which is the best thing ever. Holy shit! Because I'd just in the cafeteria and be on my phone and be like scrolling through whatever I was doing, and then just be like, I feel like playing Pokemon, and just switch over to Pokemon. It was so cool having Pokemon on my phone.
Man,
I miss it.
you kids grew up in the era of smartphones.
I know, I'm very lucky and tainted because that was the worst and best experience ever growing up with smartphones.
I guess that's fair. You had both the positives and the negatives of it.
Yeah. Positive, too convenient. Negative, too convenient. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think it was like the first time a generation like declined in mental health together because we just all fucked each other over on in online forums and like anonymous question websites. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I remember those.
Ask FM, baby.
Yeah, Ask FM.
Holy
Oh my
shit. That blew up
God.
and everyone used it, and then everyone in the next like year was like so depressed. Like everyone was so fucking depressed because we all just got roasted daily on this website because we wanted attention.
Yeah, that was after my time. I had my first phone was a Nokia brick phone that I played Snake on.
Okay, but that would last you forever.
True.
I miss Nokias, man.
I would sit in my bedroom on my water bed with that one little electric light bulb thing where you touch it.
Bed.
The water bed. Oh my god.
Water bed, man.
I want one too. My mom had one in it. She tells me about it. I'm like, I want one.
Here's the thing. You want one until you have to like do the maintenance on it. Because like normally you just fill it up with water once and you're done. But you have to clean it out because it'll start to mold.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And it's like, oh, that's so nasty every time. It's so much work to empty it out, and like you can't really clean it out. So you just put like a little bit of like alcohol in there and then fill it up with water again so the alcohol sterilizes it.
Right.
And then you can't like, if you like roll over in your sleep, you're suddenly just like, oh. I can't tell how many times I got rolled out of my own bed from me rolling over.
That wouldn't be good for me because I already rolled out of my bed a bunch without a water bed. Yeah, it's one of those things that you're like, I want it, and then you get it, and you're like, wow.
It's like fun to lay on awake. It's not fun to sleep on.
Yeah, I bet. Because I've slept with like water pillows before, and I know that's not quite the same thing, but it gives you like a little kind of experience of like what sleeping with a water bed would be like, and it's not fun.
What was the podcast question again?
Oh, crazy video game experiences. Whoops.
You know what? Now we're just going as a general. We're old. We're getting older.
We're getting older. I can't even say that. But actually, I can because the fucking our own generation calls us old. I'm on the young end of the 20s, and I get called fucking boomer by like teens now. They're like, if you're over 20, you're old. I'm like, what the fuck? Hello?
Can't to be hear fair, the sound of my vodka.
Did you say that? Were you one of those?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
when I was like 13 years old.
Okay. Same here. That's fair.
Yeah. Because
it seems so old.
Yeah, it seems old. And then you're that age, and then you're like, well, damn, I feel old, actually.
Yeah, my body's decaying. Mentally, I'm a little baby, and maturity-wise, I'm still a little baby, but body-wise...
You two were just little shits, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god, I was
still am.
A piece of shit when I was like, oh my god, don't even.
I was both a really good kid and a really, really bad kid.
I was a piece of shit.
Like, I was like a bad kid in the old sense of like, yeah, we go skateboarding with a can of spray paint. We just like roll along and spray a wall as we're going. That's what we did.
Okay.
Wow, you did crime?
Yeah, we did tax evasion.
That's really fucked up.
It's okay. It was just the elementary school. No one actually cared about that elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, we would do that and then like go and loiter or like steal a cigarette. Be like, hey, we get a cigarette. How do we smoke it? Like that's what we did.
I would like sneak out or drink or party when I shouldn't have. But like I
Oh,
wasn't too
dude.
wild.
We
I
do
didn't
not
do
condone
any of
underage
that.
drinking or smoking on this podcast.
I don't even drink when I'm
No,
of
this is all in
age.
Minecraft.
Yeah, in
Yep.
Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, drinking is pretty like me.
I was just
Honestly.
like a bitch. Like I was mean when I was a kid. Probably up until I was like 16 years old.
That sounds about right. I think it was because I was very much projecting because I was still discovering that I was a little queer kid and probably a lot. Well, also puberty, fucking hormones. I was a hormonal fucker, man. I was really emotional and very snappy and angry, and it also didn't help that I was like figuring out that I was gay at the same time. So I was like repressing feelings and stuff. So yeah, I was a little bitch too. For no reason. There's no reason for me to be a bitch, but I was.
I think we all go through that. I was never like, I guess I was never snappy, but like, I channeled all of mine in a weirdly positive but bad way. Because I didn't, hang on, how do I preface this? When I was growing up, I did not have my own bedroom at first because the house was too small and they had like too many kids at once, kind of thing.
Mm.
And so they were doing like an addition. They're like, well, we probably just need to move. So for the first, I don't know, 10 years or so, I didn't have my own bedroom. Well, I did, but it was like a storage room with like a pull-out little bed on it, kind of thing.
Right.
And it was fine. I just slept in there, and then I could like be out in the living room. But whenever I get like mad or upset, because I was actually the youngest, so my older siblings are old now. We're all 4 years apart. My oldest sibling is about 12-ish years, 12 to 13 years ahead of me. And if you think I'm old, dear God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like every 4 years, there's another kid.
Right.
There's a lot of us. So I could never like be snappy because since I was the youngest and they had a lot less patience, like, they'd be like, yeah, well, fuck you. And my sister would walk over, grab my wrist, and just twist it until like dropped.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And so I had to, or like my brother would be like, you need to go vacuum. Like, no, you were told to vacuum. It's like, yeah, I don't want to. You're gonna vacuum. It's like, no, you can go fuck your. And they just grab my arm and like put it behind my back, kind of thing.
no.
And, like,
Sibling moment.
And threatened to spit on my forehead level of like, you're gonna vacuum. And so I never could like outburst or be a little shit. So I just went into like my bedroom storage room and there was a weightlifting set and I would just lift weights all day, every day after school, watching The Simpsons, lifting weights as a 7-year-old child, to the point where I was like 13 and I was able to easily bench press 100 pounds and everyone got terrified of me.
Damn.
How you do it.
But
That
it
is how
wasn't
you do it,
good
it's
because
true.
it was literally every day, so I wasn't giving any muscles any time for rest. Which is why now, and everyone's
Right.
like, "Oh my god, how can I can like walk over to Adrian? She could grab onto my arm. I can lift her up one armed. Like, how the fuck do you do that?" It's like, I had a rough childhood.
Childhood
I had
trauma.
My training arc.
Yeah, that was my training arc from like age 8 to 13. Every day
Wild.
after school, lifting weights because I couldn't have an outburst. Granted, I was never bullied because of that. Because every time someone did, I could just like grab them and push them across the room.
It's true.
You
That's
don't fuck with
true.
a
I
weirdly
should have
strong
done
kid.
that. I should have done that as a kid. I never thought of that, like putting my anger into working out. I just kind of like beat up my pillow a bunch and cried. I was so emotional. It was so awful.
Oh,
Anything did, I would just cry. It's embarrassing, but that's okay. I don't do that anymore. Now it's the opposite.
now it's the opposite.
Now it's the opposite.
I'm a little bitch. I cry at like the slightest inconvenience.
Yeah, sure. You start
I
crying.
will
You
if
open up your
it's
new
like
mic.
if I get built up too much. Oh my god.
I didn't cry.
How close were you though?
No. You know what? I once did buy a new monitor and it didn't fit on my desk and I did cry. 'Cause
No.
I had to return it. This time I did not cry though. Because I was
That'd be
like,
really frustrating though, because monitors, they're exciting and also they're not cheap.
Mhm.
yeah.
So having an outfit would be like I'd probably get a little I don't know if I'd cry, but I'd get close to it. I'd get like frustrated enough where I'd be like, fuck, this really sucks. I was really excited for this.
You see, my 3 monitors don't fit on my desk, and my solution was I just took some 2x4s, I drilled it into the wall, and then mounted the monitor onto the 2x4.
I guess that would.
So if you see a picture of my setup, there is currently 3 2x4s supporting 2 monitors.
Honestly, if it works, it works.
Yep, and I'm like, you know what?
If it works, it works.
If you have anything to say about it, I can give you my
I have
PayPal.
3
You can
monitors,
pay my
Vince.
rent.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
I will listen
Buy
to
me the
one.
new desk.
I will listen to one opinion. If you pay, you can pay the internet bill. You can pay the rent. I'm not picky. I will listen to your opinion after
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But it's like a subscription. The second you stop, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore.
Yeah, you pay for my services. You pay for my listening. If I'm gonna listen to you, you have to pay for it. You earn it.
Exactly.
Mm. Yeah, I need to get a new desk because mine's tiny. I got 2 monitors and they barely fit. And I barely fit. I hit my knee on my desk. I think I hit it just during this podcast, actually, at one point. I just too tall and my desk too small.
Oh man, I should send you a link to the one I got because it's very nice. It has like that little shelf in the back, so you can put the monitors on the shelf. And it wasn't super expensive. It's super well made. It even came with like a little RGB light you put on the underside, so
Oh,
I like that, so I don't have to turn the main light on if I'm just down here like playing for
Yeah.
myself. I can just set it to white, turn that on. It's a very soft backlight to what I'm doing, so it's not in my eyes.
right.
Doesn't get too hot. It's very
I hate overhead
good.
lights.
It's like an L-shaped desk, but you can choose like how you want to build it and orient it.
Oh, see, I need an L shape. That'd be perfect because then I could put like all the things I don't really usually use on the like L part, and then like the monitors and all the main stuff can go and have all the free reign of the rest of the desk space.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
send
just
you.
don't have any space. I have my desk in my room, and there's
Mm.
like like maybe a foot, 2 feet between my desk and like the back of my chair and my bed.
Oh, that's like my brother's setup. Yeah, he has to rest against his bed.
Damn.
It's very
Those are so
cramped in
tiny.
here. And then on one side of my desk, there's a dresser, and on the other side of my desk is my TV stand. So like, I have no room to grow. I would have to move to a different room if I wanted to get a bigger
Mm.
setup.
Yeah, I don't have too much room. I think I could maybe fit an L desk, but yeah, I have stuff on both sides of my desk. And if I got an L desk, then I'd have even less room in my room.
Well, that's why
But it
you
might be
just
worth it.
get the adjustable one, because mine even comes with a headphone holder and a cup holder.
What?
I know. It's
The
very,
hell?
very nice. It wasn't
Like the Royals
expensive
wears
either.
a desk.
Fancy dancy.
Not at all. It's also apparently a bright, vibrant purplish pink, but I didn't know that when I ordered it.
Wow.
But
I'll
I
look into that.
fucking love that. I'm just gonna send you all the link here. Don't worry, everyone listening, you will not see this desk. It also has a power strip built into the desk, so you can just plug things right in there, like a phone charger.
Holy.
It's really nice.
Oh, it is bright pink. Oh my god.
It comes in different colors. They were out of the one I wanted, though. If you scroll down, it's like there's a carbon black one.
Ooh, yeah.
And I wanted that one, but it was out of stock when I was ordering, so I was like, fine. Ooh, there's also
the
like a
cup
light
holder
blue.
would be so nice.
It is. I especially love it because when you're playing like a game and like a jump scare game, you don't worry about knocking things over.
The amount of times I flooded my keyboard with water. Oh my fucking god. I need a cup holder so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, having it built in, and you can swap whatever side it's on. So it's not like
That's so
built into the
convenient.
right side. You can easily move it over to the left if you want.
Right.
Yeah, I like this desk. It's a very nice desk. Don't
Hell
worry,
yeah.
listeners.
Yeah, I'll
Again,
look into it.
you'll never know.
You'll never know what we're talking about. Experience this FOMO. You're gonna miss out.
We're living up to the podcast name today.
Yeah.
Dude, we're so far off, like we're so far off topic. We're not even
Whoops.
talking.
Whoopsies.
It's unintelligible ramblings. We're doing it right.
Honestly, I'm
you
just
not-
glad that this topic sprung up a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
Did you not hear everything AFK said at the very start of the episode, like before? There was a lot she had to say there.
It's okay. It's literally the theme. What do you expect? We're called the Unintelligibles. This is gonna be a
Think-
wild ride.
I think
Uh,
we're a little stupid.
We are, but
okay.
again, we had to. AFK did the rap. She did like a little song in there.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I'm not making more work for her to go back and do later after she listens to this podcast.
Thank you again for all the work you do, AFK.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please enjoy the I sent you from Throne.
Don't include that. Don't cut that out.
You're right. I didn't send it to you. Thank you, Nisa, for buying it. Just censor it. Just censor that part. But leave the
just
rest
bleep
in.
it.
Bleep it.
Just get the actually, just bleep it and give everyone get them on the edge of their seats. What was that? What were they talking about?
Ooh, what did she get sent?
First, they're not showing us the death they're talking about, and now they're bleeping things out. What's going on?
Exactly. And then they're gonna
Since
come
when
in.
are they so secretive?
If you want to know what we were talking about, you have to come into each of our streams individually, and we'll each give you one piece of the story. And then you, there you
It's
go.
like
I'm sorry if you come to my
scavenger
stream
hunt.
and I go, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I will not know. I will not remember.
I'll remember because I'm
Be
going
like-
to be laughing about it for the next week.
I'll try my best. If you come to my stream and I don't remember about it, that might be acting.
Exactly.
You'll never know.
Yeah, it's all exactly.
We are professionals. I am about to start reaching out for sponsorships.
Oh God, yeah, I'll do that. I'll reach out to Nintendo.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm
good
emailing
idea.
Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox. I'm giving Xbox's Microsoft now. Shit.
Dude, Doug
That's
Bowser's
okay.
actually
Both.
my dad, so we're pretty
Oh shit. Okay.
hooked up.
There we go.
Okay.
Corporate
Okay, hookups.
sponsorship. We got this.
We got this. Bad Dragon. Always wanted that one.
Yo, I really
That's a
want a
good
Bad
one.
Dragon sponsorship.
I'm not even like a loot tuber anymore. I just want it just to say I have it.
I want their
That's
dice.
pretty cool. Yeah, the dragon dice, the bad dragon dice.
They got some
DDD.
really cool dice, but it is so expensive. So it's like,
Oh, I
hey,
bet.
send me a shipment of those dice. I will give you every shout out.
Right? Like I'll talk you up.
Like
I'll talk you up so much.
some dice and some teeny weenies. Man, we're in business.
Right? Man, one day. One day.
One day.
We just gotta put it out there
No.
now. We are open for sponsorships for dildos and dice, I guess.
apparently.
D&D now stands for dildos and dice. Hey, who wants to do
module.
D&D with me?
Just cautiously like, or
Which one do you mean? Is it dragons or is it bad dragons?
Dungeons and Bad Dragons.
It's so funny. I love that Arva's like, oh yeah, I'm redebuting as a dog boy. I'm leaving behind the incubus. I'm not gonna be as loot anymore. Then like next day, dildos and
well,
dice.
I'm still gonna be as lewd because I'm just a crude and lewd person. But everyone else, you gotta be on your best behavior.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I'm the
Do
bad
as I
influence. Don't
say
follow
it,
me.
Not as I do.
Yeah, right.
It's fine. It's a
Lewd
different
with
platform.
me, not at me. We can lewd together. We can make funny jokes, sex jokes together.
Yes.
Just not about me.
Just not about me, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't want to be called daddy anymore. No thanks.
You know what?
No
That's very fair, actually.
Unless you pay me child support, do not call me daddy. I better be getting something else out of this.
I don't
That's fair.
think that's how that works, but I also have never been called daddy enough times to know.
It definitely is not, but don't let them know that. I want the money. I want the money and I'll run.
You know what? That is fair, actually.
I have to make do somehow.
You gotta pay that rent.
It's true. The rent and all the assets.
Oh, yeah. So many assets.
Well,
How are we gonna determine?
Arva's
that's
the
the
host.
question.
Arva's the host. Arva can determine a winner in any way he sees fit.
That's fair.
For this question, I guess it's this is hard. And I didn't think about this part when I brought up this topic. Fuck. Because this was a harder one to judge because I can't really there's more aspects to judge this one on because like the stories are varied of like either just like rarity, experience, or being a dumbass in puzzle games.
Dude, literally, I'll give you a nice treat, a short one. I was playing Zero,
Good game.
and I had a mushroom in my inventory that I found on the ground, and
Mhm.
and I opened up my inventory and it turned into a turtle, and I went, huh? And then my game crashed.
Okay, do you know what? Actually, with that story, you literally just won it.
Oh, wait,
I'm sorry,
hold
but
up.
that was a whiplash and a half. Holy fuck.
When I logged back in, it was a mushroom again, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
All right, so that just made my life easier because Westy's story, I was gonna go with Westy because the rarity of like the lightning spawn chance and also the Sekiro thing was very impressive.
Wait a minute, I can
But-
easily pull up Crusader Kings and win all that.
Oh shit, don't make my life harder. Uh-oh.
Like the time I got kidnapped by the Pope.
Huh?
Yeah, it was funny.
I
I got kidnapped by the Pope, and then he slowly castrated me over the course of 2 years.
What? What do you mean?
The fact you guys just dropped these bombs on me last second is insane.
And then,
oh my god.
what was it? You know what? No, hang on. No. In my original friends Discord here, because Crusader Kings, you've never played it. It's a game that's like always broken in some way, shape, or form. And not in like a horrible way, but like I got kidnapped by the Pope kind of thing. Which isn't supposed to happen. The Pope's not supposed to kidnap you.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have guessed.
But
That's insane.
it's like such a funny game. I think one of the funniest things, because we kept a log of it just to make sure, is it was doing the weirdest fucking glitches. I gotta scroll up and find it.
That's wild.
Yeah, if you've never played
2
Crusader
years?
Kings, 2 years? Oh yeah, I was in jail for 2 years. Being
Castrating you. I'm
slowly castrated.
confused. I'm so
Every year I would
confused.
get a notification he's castrating me, and then I would get less fertile every year. It's like, ah, fuck.
Oh no, my fertility. How could this happen?
My fertility rate. No. Anything but that.
Okay, it's right here. When I was a Viking warrior and I went to war with the Byzantine Empire, and we had King Nut the Shrewd, whose traits were the shrewd, ugly homosexual. That's a trait you can have. And then I got killed by a tribal Catholic genius zealot bear named Misha. It has a cat. Its culture is bear. It's leading a raiding party. Misha wrote me a letter back. I'm not friends with Misha. Alexandria, the daughter of Alex Jones, is a Satanist. They want me to desecrate the temple of fake news.
Holy shit.
If you've
Can
never
I
played
forfeit?
Crusader Kings, I was not wanting to pull this out because the amount of shit you can do, it's like it is no longer possible for your 0-year-old son to imprison you. It's like Dwarf Fortress level, but they lean into it. I love this game
wild.
for so many reasons.
All right. Well, we had really 2 strong entries at the end. That both gave me insane whiplash. Holy fuck.
I don't know what happened, man.
From mushroom turtle to crashing to mushroom to the Pope castrating you slowly for 2 years.
To Misha, the Catholic genius zealot bear.
And yeah, oh my god, that gives me cocaine bear vibes.
Oh my god, I was friends with Cocaine Bear after they killed my father. Because after you die, your child takes over, so you just keep playing as them.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah, you go for
All
a
right,
very long
well,
time.
I think I think the last minute wild card that got pulled out won Westy that round because holy shit.
We literally we rambled about like completely random shit for the entirety of the podcast, and then in the last like 10 minutes.
Here's my trump card. Here's my like you fell into my trap card. Boom, turtle mushroom glitch. Boom, Pope bear child castrating Crusader.
Well, when you pulled up the thing, I was like, what are some rare stupid events that happen on stream? I
That's
have these
wild.
records saved. I'll send you screenshots if you want.
Holy shit.
Like,
I honestly I would love to see them, but I believe you even without seeing them because that's like so insane that like you could make that up.
Okay, hang on. I'll just send you this whole set. I don't even care to blur out my name. Most people know my name at this point anyway, so here you go.
Oh yeah, it's Sir Westy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a record.
That's insane. That's so crazy.
We had to keep a log because it kept breaking.
Oh my god. The quotes are so good.
I need a sturdy bone to keep going.
You better be involuntarily celibate if you can't basic grammar. I like that. That's a good insult. I like that.
That's
my god.
That's my insult for people who come into my streams rude.
Jeez. Holy shit. I love that. Yeah, you win that. I was gonna Ferra, you pulled out a very strong card at the end. That I'm gonna say the Yakuza one was very good. But yeah, Westy just swept with that. Holy shit. Mine were so weak. I was like, oh, mine are gonna be they're very short, but they're still pretty cool. But holy fuck. I guess I've not played enough video games. Yeah, well, Westy wins that one. Congrats. That is insane. I'll just read it. I'm so glad you actually did send that screenshot. That's so funny to read.
Oh, if you want more, I have 4 volumes of these.
Please feel free to send them literally at random. I don't think either of us will complain. At least I'm speaking on Ferra's behalf, but that's really funny.
No,
I
yeah.
like that.
I just want a random screenshot like every few
right,
days.
like off just randomly too. That's gonna be so funny to like look and be like, oh, the unintelligibles, the group chat has been active, and it's just like a random quote list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're a celibate.
I'm going to here because I scroll up a bit. The unholy ass. Remember, you're being caressed by a tongue from behind. Technically, I've lost control of my nevermind. You're being licked at.
Shit. I love that. Okay, yeah, that's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Westy wins this week. Holy shit. See, okay, good. I was glad this topic brought up about some good stories. I'm always nervous. I try to make a topic that we can all have a good chance in, and this time I fucked myself over. Mine were so weak. That's good though, because I don't want to win like twice in a row, and I'm glad. I'm glad you guys have good stories for this.
No one was expecting me to bring out the big bomb here.
No. You were like, well, hold on, wait a sec. Then I'll bring this out. I was like, oh god.
I love that there's still time
Ferra's story already whiplashed me.
They're all timestamps, so you can actually look and see like how far back it goes.
That makes it even better. Hell yeah. Well, congrats, Westy. That's so insane. Congrats on winning this week. Thank you guys so much for sharing some stories. I know once again, like Ferris said, it was mostly rambling this episode, but hey, rambling's fun. It brings about natural conversations, and it's nice to just like talk sometimes.
What's your victory speech, Westy?
If I may, I would like to read a passage from this list here.
Please do.
Let me find the good one. To everyone who comes in to any chat just being a dick, make like a sex toy and vibe off. Or
what?
We scroll up. What the fuck is this one? It's a bowl you shit in before they invented a toilet. Then you pour it out the window onto the proletariat like you did to those people whispering to you.
Oh my god. I feel like these are all like just randomly generated from suggestive text.
Yeah.
This is all from Crusader Kings or D&D, depending.
That's so good.
Like full screen ass cheeks.
Oh, that's just the normal Saturday night for me.
Yeah.
Wow. That's oh my god. I love that. What the hell? I might have to get into that. That sounds like a whiplash time, and it would keep me on my toes.
Oh, I'm gonna randomly send screenshots of that in the group chat when no one's expecting it.
Thank you. That's actually the best. I'm
excited now.
And getting ready to see what this week's profit will be.
It may be once a week. It may be twice a week. It may just be a single entry. It may be a whole conversation.
Oh, hell yeah.
We don't know.
I'm excited. This will be fun. Well, Ferra, do you have a loser speech?
Uh,
I'll give one 2.
I wasn't
'Cause I also lost.
expecting that. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm the same here. I feel like the Graveler exploding story was so weak. Graveler, you betrayed me, and also you let me have a weak story, so it's all your fault.
Yeah. I
Blame the
you too.
Graveler.
I'm trauma dumping on Graveler from like 5-6 years ago. With that, thank you guys so much for another episode of the Unintelligibles.
Woo.
Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the listeners and viewers, depending on what platform you're listening on, for always sticking by and supporting. Once again, it's so crazy to see people talk about, oh, I love this week's episode, or I can't wait for the next episode. It's been very nice.
It is a lot of fun.
Thank you for joining. I'm Arva. I once again have re-debuted, so if everything looks a little bit different, I'm sorry. I'm now red instead of pink. You can find me on Twitch at Arva. You can find me at Twitter at Arva_69. And then for the fellow co-hosts, you want to say your plugs?
Why do you not remember mine?
Wow.
Wow.
Fine. Ferra the Bat on Twitch, Ferra Silvertail on Twitter, and then Sir Westy on Twitch, and Westy. I always forget HCC on Twitter.
There it is, HCC.
I got it. Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. See, I got it. Okay, I'm good.
It's like a skill check. Had to roll the dice on that.
It is a skill check. I was second guessing myself if there's a second C. I was like, is there a second C? There is. There is. I was right. Thank God. Go with your gut. I've learned that from tests in high school. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'm not going to ramble again. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.